If you laugh today, you lose, and you have to book your next flights on this exact plane. Look at this. Look at this. This Airlines is using a minivan for their ladder. And if you need that much tape, why don't you just replace the engine? Okay, if it needs that much repair tape. What airlines is this, by the way? American? Whatever the case may be, if you laugh today, you lose, and you have to book your next flight on that plane. Have fun. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Zeducation, and welcome to another episode of Try Not to Laugh. Folks, we have a lot to get to today. I wanted to update you guys. Last month, we were under 60%, but watch time from subscribers. So we're still at about 38 out of 100 of you that are watching this right now are not subscribed. So if you like Zeducation, if you like what we're doing here, please just make sure that you are subscribed. Let's bump this number up. That out of the way, let's jump into today's game. If you accept the terms of today's game, you laugh, you lose, you book your next flight on that plane. Head down and like this video. And if you're new here, please make sure you are subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now on to today's game. Try not to laugh. Go. 2 clips that give the same energy.
It's expensive to live in the White House. As many people don't know. I mean, much is not covered. You're paying for every food, every bit of food that you eat, everything, even travel. If you're not traveling with the president, if your kids are coming on a Bright Star, which is the First Lady's plane, we had to pay for their travel.
But I can date back to when I was 11 years old. You know, you look at me, there was years where my father didn't even make 100 grand. Or barely made 100 grand. And sure, we had a maid, but she only came twice a week. What do you think happened the other 5 days? You think those dishes wash themselves?
Poor Michelle. What's the Obama net worth? Oh, you have a Martha's Vineyard home? A mansion? Don't you guys have like 4 mansions? Oh, it's so tough. Oh no, we had to pay for our travel. Oh, you guys are ridiculous. Like, do you understand and see how detached you are from average people? Shut up. And by the way, that bottom clip, that's a fake clip, right? That's not a real person saying that, right? I've seen this clip a bunch now, but I always thought it was a bit. Is that guy being for real? I hope not. When I pull a neck muscle in my sleep. Dude, that is the worst. I don't know what's worse, like a migraine headache or that neck muscle where you have to turn like that, where you can't turn your head. So for like 3 or 4 days, you're literally you're walking around like that Ed guy. No offense, Ed. Big fan. Great memes.
Where does Cubby come from?
My buddy's ex-fiance.
Uh-oh, let's get into it. Okay, what happened there? The fans are dying to know. Now, we heard fiance and we heard ex-fiance. So what's the deal? Break it down. So who cheated on who?
She died in a tragic car accident. On the day of the wedding. She died in a tragic car accident on the day of the wedding.
I'm so sorry.
Oh!
It wasn't mine.
So where did the name Cubby come from?
From Chicago.
Oh.
Chicago.
Oh! I'm gonna have to go watch this full episode. Andrew Santino, Ginger Whiskey, great podcast. And then he's got the Bad Friends podcast with Bobby Lee. Hilarious. For some reason, from all of the clips I've seen of his show, I feel like he's joking. I hope he's joking. I hope I'm not laughing at that. But the timing of that is beautiful. She is like, oh, geez, foot in her mouth fast. Meet my transgender baby, born a boy, but now identifies as a girl.
So here is my transgender baby. Her name is Bella. Bella was born a boy, but now uses she, her pronoun.
Any sane person's reaction, yeah. Because we all know a baby, a trans baby that can't even speak, is like a vegan dog. We all know who's making the decisions. Parents in that position, seek mental help. Go talk to someone. You have some problems. And that's being honest. I'm not even being mean there. I'm being sincere. Even the elders weren't safe.
Happy 50th. Y'all know y'all gonna have to turn up tonight, right? All right now. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Y'all know how y'all was doing it back in '64. Dancing.
Did you have to lick your lips like that, did he? Weird. That's a messed up clip. That did not age well, that's for sure. You did this to people.
The idea was to fill a paper bag with fresh animal droppings. The fresher, the better. Then place it on the victim's doorstep. Once done, you'd light the bag on fire,
Come on.
knock on the victim's front door,
The
then run
victim's-
to his backyard. Then when the victim arrived, usually the neighborhood grouch, he'd have no choice but to put out the fire.
Oh, gross.
Meanwhile, you'd run to the victim's back door and begin pounding on it. This would cause the startled victim to run back through his home, soiling his fine shag carpeting with animal droppings while you've made your clean exit. Fasten your seatbelts.
What the heck? Is that Linda Blair? What is Linda Blair doing a ding dong ditch turd in a bag prank tutorial for? What is going on in this? First off, that kid ain't doing it. That kid's not, I can just tell you right now, that kid's not pulling a prank, okay? And second off, the knocking on the back door prank, that's a next step to it. That's a next level. I've never heard of that. That's wild. Do not do this, folks. Don't do this. They have Ring doorbells now. You're going to be on camera, and it's not nice. Point of view. Me with ADHD suddenly remembering the laundry I left in the washing machine 3 days ago. Jeez, what? It's a reality show? Is that Paris Hilton? Yeah, no, and plot twist, this is the third time that you have washed that set of clothes because you let them get all musty for 3 days, 3 different times. Put them in the dryer, come on. Me singing my favorite song to calm everybody on the airplane down during heavy turbulence. It's not working.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
You're going to hell. that ain't gonna calm people down. It ain't gonna happen. This bill legalizes sawed-off shart guns. What?
This bill legalizes sawed-off shart guns.
There we have it. Shart guns. I don't know. Do not infringe. But why am I using that accent again? Shart gun. Shart guns are a little dangerous. Okay? You want that stink around? Yuck. Disgusting.
Up on some news now, a suspected vandal facing charges after allegedly leaving Beavis and Butthead graffiti all over Detroit. My goodness. I was not. Brian Heron calls himself Beavis. Spelled B-V-I-S. I'm so sorry. Police say he left his mark on buildings and fences, even inside a supermarket. Heron actually, this is...
We broke him. We broke him. I'd say it's, it is a funny graffiti stamp, a graffiti tag, as they call it in the underground, But this is why I love live news. We are blessed with these bloopers all the time. This is hilarious. Get a grip, man. Get a grip. Report the news.
I feel like we don't talk enough about the Sherwin-Williams logo. The paint company.
I don't know it.
The Sherwin-Williams logo is a globe, Earth, and above it is a giant can of paint being poured out over the globe. It's almost completely engulfed, but it is blood red paint, and in the blood red paint it says "Cover the Earth," and it has to be in that voice because it is the most cartoonishly evil logo that ever has been.
Dude, it is.
And I can't believe it hasn't changed I kind of love that it hasn't, but I think it's hilarious. We don't talk about it enough, so get the word out.
I agree with him. Get the word out. We got to know what's going on here. What are the intentions of Sherwin-Williams? What are the underlying motivations of that paint company? Are they telling us something in that logo? You know, I appreciate this man for bringing this to everyone's attention. I encourage you all to share this with your loved ones, your friends, because we need to get to the bottom of this. Let's be honest here. That is really weird. That's a really weird logo. When anyone asks me what my dreams are in life.
And because I was a gazillionaire and I like doing it so much, I cut that grass for free.
You know, it's a meme. Some people might think this is a joke. But this is my dream. My dream is to just mow the grass. Go to church, mow the grass, hang out with friends and family. That's it. Throw my phone in the river. Maybe the garbage, of course. I'm not going to litter, guys. But, yeah. Detach from all technology. Mow the grass. Fish. Read the books. That's it. That's the dream, man. My dreams when I take the Walmart brand melatonin. What is this from? What the heck? What am I watching? Jeez, what's going on with the Walmart brand melatonin? Can anyone fill me in here? I have taken melatonin in the past, and it does give you vivid dreams. I don't like it. I don't like taking melatonin. You got to use the breathing techniques. Get you sleeping. I get it if you have to take the melatonin, whatever. But this is like extra weird. What's going on with the Walmart melatonin sleep aids? Let me know. Me laughing at my own funny joke I wrote in the group chat. Okay. Sport of that dream too. This is me. My wife looking at me as I'm scrolling reels and laughing to myself. You know. Sometimes it's hilarious. You know, you gotta laugh by yourself. When I overhear another mom at the park say, "Only God can decide genders." Did we just become best friends? I love hearing stuff like that. But isn't it sad that we have to remind our kids that these days? I feel like the pendulum is swinging back to sanity, but there's still these weird groups of people out there teaching weird stuff. You got to be careful with your kids. It's true. Noah trying to sleep on the ark. Yeah, you know, I never really thought of that. I'm sure there wasn't much sleep happening on that ship. I don't think so. A lot of stuff going on there, yeah. Imagine the lawsuits if Japanese pranks were done in the U.S. Oh, jeez. This is awesome. Also, a little bit, like, maybe a little bit too far. And now she's all slimed. Oh, jeez, dude. Okay, she's smiling. She's got to be in on it. She has to know she's there for something. But if you were just walking through a place and you get on an elevator and just fall through the shaft, like, dude, I don't know, man. You might give someone a heart attack, legitimately. When you're arguing with someone online and see a tribute to their dead father on their profile. That's terrible. Do unto others. Come on, man. First off, don't even argue in the comments. Stop doing that. Okay? We've been over this 1,000 times over like 5 years on this channel. Don't argue in the comments. Okay, sometimes you have to. But don't be taking pot shots. Come on. Did anyone else see that? Did anyone? We're missing a wheel. Anyone? Hello? Nurse? Nurse? Press the nurse button. Yeah, you ain't landing, buddy. If you do, it's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a rough land. The difference is killing me.
I made her talk.
Grade A, top tier acting, obviously. The video game, that video game is incredible, by the way. The graphics and the acting. That's what I meant by top tier. This other one, yeah. Did you know that that show, they lost from last season over half of their audience? Half. That's pretty bad from season 1 to season 2. Like, really bad. I was included in that. We watched the first season, and there's a bunch of garbage in there, too. But, I mean, overall, it was not terrible. A lot of people are complaining about the video game, and this is an example of that. Sydney Sweeney is selling 5,000 limited edition soap bars made with her actual bathwater.
Can you give me some money, please? Mom, can you give me some money, please? Stop around.
I can't.
Mom, give me some money, please.
Sad scene there. But also sad reality. I think this is real. I don't know if they're actually making the soap bars, but they saved the bathwater. I'll have to check into this. I'll find the headline right here and put it here. But I thought it was just a marketing thing. Apparently this is working, I guess, for whatever the soap is. I'm not even going to say it. Weird times, man. Weird times. Still can't believe someone wrote the script for Sharknado and then everyone worked together to make it. Dude, yes. Absolutely 1000% yes. Look at this. Oh, yeah. I have never seen this.
Surf's up.
Surf's up, bro. I've heard of Sharknado, but I've never seen it. This is the first scene I've ever seen from it, I think. And this is amazing. So quit criticizing it. I literally want to see this. This is amazing. Marine forgets how to march. I love these videos. He's getting a look right now. That guy giving him the award is giving him a look. Oh, dude, he is in trouble after that. Hilariously, I don't know what it is, but a lot of trainees, a lot of young soldiers, Marines, airmen, they forget how to march sometimes. It's really weird. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. Never forget when Jake and I both had the flu.
People love to roast the so-called man flu, but actually there's some science behind it. You see, the estrogen in women actually boosts the immune system and helps fight off infections, whereas testosterone in men actually lowers the immune system a little bit and makes it harder to clear viral infections. But here's the kicker. During viral infections, men actually produce more inflammatory cytokines. So even though their immune response isn't better, it actually feels worse. More fatigue, more body aches, more misery.
I knew it.
And also women are used to pushing through. Periods, childbirth, caretaking, the grind never stops. So yeah, she's up eating and he's under the blanket like it's the end of days. Is he being dramatic? Maybe, but science kind of backs him up.
Boys, send this to your wives, send this to your moms, send it to your sisters, anyone who's ever given you crap or explain to you what the man flu is, okay? This, I knew it. I knew it was real. I knew we had it harder when we got sick. It's true. Science, boys. Science, it's true. Fans spot hilarious filming error in The Last of Us Season 2.
Like, you know, you edit the scenes.
We're watching The Last of Us. Pause it on this machine. Who the f is that? Who is that?
Oh, dude. This season, it feels not quite as bad as The Acolyte. The Acolyte got a lot of crap for how bad it was. But this is, like, a lot of people are not happy with how bad this season was. Look at that. They didn't even try to edit that guy out. Dude, he's right there. How did you miss that? You have a whole team of people editing these things, and you missed that? Come on. What I want to do to some kids. Whoa! Dude, what is this? What the? We've seen a lot of wild movie scenes recently. That one's up there with the wildest. What the heck is this? This is why I appreciate these movies, though. Like these old kung fu movies, some of the Bollywood movies. There are some really bad scenes that make them, they're so bad that they're good. I say this all the time. White women for no reason.
Hi, could I please get a paloma? Hi, yeah, can I just do a skinny spicy margarita? Can you guys do a carajillo? Yeah, could I have 2 Dos Equis? Yeah, could I just get a Modelo? Could I get a Modelo? Yeah, can I just do, what's your sweetest juice? Okay, yeah, I'll just do a strawberry margarita with a sugar rim. Skinny.
Wait, so which one's worse? I think it's the fake accent. The fake accent is way worse. It's a taco. Just order a taco and a margarita and you're good to go. Stop using that stupid accent. You're not Hispanic, okay? You're from the Midwest. Nobody. Were the 80s really as dramatic as I've heard? The 80s. Couple things here. First off, if we're gonna make commercials, let's bring them back to greatness. This is a work of art right here. Did you hear that little? Did you hear that guitar in the background? That was amazing, phenomenal. One weird part though is where did the S come from? N-E-S-T-L-E-S. Where's the S? I don't get it. So yeah, all you 80s people, yeah, you guys were over dramatic a little bit, but I'm okay with it. Let's bring it back. Let's bring back the Prince days. How about that? White dudes for Harris. Where are they now?
I just feel grateful for the sense of community.
All we have now is each other.
Nobody likes us. Not the right, not the left.
October was huge for us.
And it just flatlined after the election.
We kind of had the same trajectory as MoviePass. It's just a lot, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at MoviePass's stock chart, it's a really similar graph to the amount of sex we were having. I just feel like we went into this with the best of intentions and we're coming out of it with
the worst results. You know, now it's just lotion, hand, tissue box, you know.
I've been using Gold Bond.
I like a vino.
I know. Gold Bond gives you continued lubrication.
There used to be a lot more of us, but we've splintered off into a lot of different factions.
Some are looking ahead to 2028. There's white guys for Gavin Newsom. They meet at a Kona Grill at JFK Airport twice a month.
There's white dudes for Radiohead, which seems redundant.
There's white guys for soup. Me and a bunch of old guys would meet up every Sunday at a diner and just go fishing for croutons. I miss those guys. They have passed away, and I will add violently. It wasn't natural cause. There was foul play.
There we go. We got an update on the white guys for Harris. Probably going down as one of the worst campaign movements in history. Really stupid. It attracted the lowest testosterone and most pathetic of all males across the country. Like, sincerely, it really did. And I don't know how they thought that was going to help the campaign. I mean, it was bad. It was bad, and this is where they're at now. So, you know, I hope they find some sort of purpose and away from this stupid movement they joined. I can only hope. How would you do in today's game? Did you laugh at all? If you did, you lose. You got to book your flight on that plane, your next flight on that exact plane. Let me know how you did down in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help us get it recommended to others. That's it for today's game. Until next time, I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Zeducation.
For the children.
Idiots.